Right, we're busting out the helmet for this one. Put this right here. Yep, that'll do it. Transformers 1.
We roll out.
What?
Louder.
Transform and roll out!
So Transformers 1 is the newest installment of the Transformers franchise, and it stars Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime, Brian T. Henry as Megatron, Scarlett Johansson as RC, and we got Keegan-Michael Key playing Bumblebee, amongst many others. So this is the first animated movie we've had since like about the 80s, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was not much of a fan of the trailers. I figured, oh, okay, this is just gonna be some family-friendly, good watch. I thought it was gonna be decent, but I didn't think it was gonna be anything much noteworthy. And I also was kind of skeptical with all the casting being celebrities playing these pretty iconic characters, that they were just gonna shoehorn it in and be just they cast them as celebrities because they were celebrities, and I was wrong on both of those. So Transformers 1 is probably the best Transformers movie to date. So Transformers 1 is completely set on Cybertron, and there is not a single human being in sight. So a little background on what's going on is that the planet of Cybertron has been essentially been at war with this other alien race for 1,000 years, and all of the primes have been killed with the exception of one, and the matrix of leadership is missing. And it's up to Orion Pax, B-17, and some friends to try to recover the matrix of leadership when they come across a map leading to potentially where it was last known to be. Chris Hemsworth did an amazing job playing Orion Pax, aka Optimus Prime. I thought that it was just going to be, I can recognize Hemsworth's voice 99% of the time. He has a very recognizable voice, and he somehow managed to not mimic Peter Collins' voice, but still captured the essence of who Optimus Prime is. And I thought that was extremely impressive. I did not expect that out of Hemsworth. I think he's a good actor, but I did not think he would pull that off, and he did. I did not think that Keegan-Michael Key was going to pull off a 20-year-old's voice so well, and he gave Bumblebee the energy he needed. Obviously, I'm a huge Bumblebee fan specifically. It's kind of like my persona. So that was a huge deal for me, and I'm very happy with the results. So Bumblebee kind of rides the line between annoying but very funny. He is the comic relief of the movie, and he does play it very well. I was very surprised with how many times the audience was erupting in laughter, including myself. I was very happy with that. And then we got Scarlett Johansson as RC. There was one monologue that she had in this movie that I was like constantly trying to consciously think, like, that's Scarlett Johansson, but it didn't quite sound like her, and I don't know, maybe that was just me. But regardless, I think that they cast an amazing job. And that leads me to D-17, aka Megatron. And I thought he was the most interesting character, actually, seeing him go from essentially this goody two-shoes who always follows the rules to the evil Megatron that we all know. And I thought his progression through the movie was extremely interesting and very smooth. I didn't think for one that he ever had like some, this is all of a sudden out of character for him. No, I thought it was very smooth throughout the entire movie. And that also goes for Orion Pax, kind of going from quite the opposite. He kind of more of he's a troublemaker, kind of gets him and D-17 into trouble all the time, kind of progressing into the stoic Optimus that we know. And I thought that was all very smooth. I was very impressed, kind of like the experiences that both of them had, kind of slowly molded them into the characters that they ended up being. And that's essentially where the heart of the movie is these characters. One of my other concerns with this movie is that they were gonna have too much humor. Like, I thought they were gonna just go for the joke route every single time, and that's not entirely the case. They actually use it very sparingly, kind of like in the old Marvel movie kind of way. Kind of they build up a bunch of tension and then break it down with humor. Build up a lot of tension, break it up with humor. Kind of rinse and repeat. And I thought they never took the joke route in a serious moment, so I thought that was very well. And throughout this movie, I'm a big fan of the first Transformers, Michael Bay, and I'm a fan of the Bumblebee spinoff, and I'm a huge fan of the War for Cybertron games back when I was a kid on the Xbox 360, and I could not stress this enough. I was constantly thinking about the War for Cybertron games throughout the movie. Just the atmosphere of Cybertron and the action. Oh, that reminds me, the action is impressive. There was many times where I'm like, holy crap, that's awesome. And they definitely didn't hold back in the action. I can safely say that I walked away very satisfied with the action and also the art style, especially when they go to the planet's surface in particular. I'm like, this is pretty. Definitely don't sleep on this movie. So in the end, I think I'm going to give this one maybe 8 Bumblebees out of 10 Matrix of Leaderships. Definitely worth your time, definitely worth your money, definitely worth watching in the theaters. I will be buying this once it comes out on Blu-ray. And thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.